Well, we're at the end of the school year. We've said goodbye to our Year 13 leavers, had our sports days, House Challenge Day, prize giving, Rosette Days, and a wonderful Rose Day. And it's been another busy and successful term, and your children have been magnificent. Now, under normal circumstances, I would convey all of this to you via just this video, but I've got quite a lot of information to impart. So as well as the video, I've also written a letter. Now, we have a number of colleagues leaving us this year. We're always sorry to see good colleagues depart, but the nature of teaching is that we are always seeking the opportunity and development for all. Now, often that's difficult to do in a school, but with both Mr. Chris Collins and Dr. Mark Caddy moving onwards, this has enabled a lot more movement as we've restructured and reorganised the senior leadership team, which has created opportunities elsewhere. And we've then recruited some really excellent new staff. Now, a full list is provided with my letter, but I should draw your attention to some particular moves. Mrs. Louise Brackenbury moves into Deputy Head Academic, as Mr. Luke Goodman moves back to Senior Deputy Head Pastoral and deputises for me. Ms. Catherine Rich moves into Assistant Head Operations and Co-Curricular, and Mr. Andy Hillman into Assistant Head Director of Studies, and Mr. Tom Appleby to Head of Sixth Form. With Mrs. Sam Dare leaving, we've appointed interim roles of Dr. Remy Poland as Head of Biology, Mr. Ben Thomas as Head of History, and Mr. Matt Isar-Clark as Head of Maths. And in terms of new staff, I would also wish to mention Mr. Simon Percy, our new Head of Adventure. He is the current Operations Manager at Borwick Hall. He has a master's degree in outdoor education, a plethora of qualifications, and is also a trained teacher. This is a new role to build on the excellent work of Dr. Caddy and take his foundations to the next level with adventure for all children in the school. We welcomed all new colleagues to school for their induction last Friday and are excited about the impact they will have. And as you will expect, everyone is appointed following a rigorous selection process, and the fields for these roles have been outstanding. But most importantly, we always ask the children who they teach as part of those days who they feel would fit the best, and they're invariably correct. I wanted to thank parents for the survey responses. This gave a good indication of what we're doing well and what we could do better. It was really reassuring to hear how positively you view yours and, most importantly, your children's experience of the school. There was clearly some desire to enhance three areas in particular: sport, academic consistency, and communications. And I acknowledge the need to continue to develop in these areas, which have been built into the new strategy. We've invested in sport and music for the next academic year, and you will have also seen recent communications from Mrs. Rebecca Brown about the move to Talaxy for parent communications. This has been compounded slightly with the news that Operu have pulled out of the UK, so the last month has been taken up finding solutions to this. We will be providing briefings on parent communications in September at the Year Ahead evenings and through a downloadable guide explaining how to be completely connected. Academically, I've conducted departmental reviews and lesson observations for every class and subject this year, from the Hive to Year 13, in the pool, the playground, and the labs. The standard of teaching is excellent. However, my colleagues and I share parents' and pupils' desire to be even more academically ambitious, and this is a key strand of our revised strategy. Now, I see my job as maintaining and driving forward everything that is good about the school, which all of our community recognise and agree upon, whilst also ensuring we're able to architect those areas which need improvement. And with that, we're living in an environment where we are very mindful of delivering professionally, efficiently, and sympathetically, but making sure we get on with the things that need doing. Your input and those of the staff and pupils has been very helpful in this, and I'll write to you all further to explain the direction of travel in September. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that we've changed our holiday dates for the year 2026 to 2027, and that move is from a 3-week Easter holiday to a 2-week Easter holiday, and to finish earlier in the summer. Now, the major motivating factor for this is to ensure that we create as much time as possible to focus on our GCSE and A-level students and ensure they have excellent quality teaching days ahead of their examinations over and above what they have already. Students and staff alike put themselves under significant pressure to ensure that everyone is prepared for the public exams, but this will enable us to do this even better. And whilst we're on holidays, I do believe holidays are vital times for families and also for teachers and our business support staff to have a break. Uniform-wise, after discussing my last missive with some pupils and parents, we did understand the reluctance to purchase new items whilst everyone grows at such a rate. But please, if you do not wish for your child to be turned around at the school gate on the first day, please ensure that shoes are shoes, skirts are long enough, and everyone has the appropriate kit. We will be moving wholesale to the new uniform in September. Many of you dropped off old uniform into us last week and will be accepting donations again this Friday, the 11th of July, at the swimming pool between 10 and 11:30 a.m, which will all go off to the Friends of Malawi Orphans. I will of course be seeing some of you during the holidays at A-Level and GCSE results days, where we will be on hand to support and celebrate the pupils' achievements and next moves. So in signing off, I do hope that you have an amazing holiday with your children, and to get us all in the spirit, for me, everything that sums up my favourite holidays as a child and today, for me it was always golf in Cornwall and John Betjeman's poem Seaside Golf's last stanza. Seaweed smells from sandy caves and thyme and mist in whiffs. Incoming tide, Atlantic waves slapping the sunny cliffs. Lark song and sea sounds in the air, and splendour everywhere. See you in September.